Hello, 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 everybody. Whew. As always, I need you to let me know if you can hear and see me okay. I see people jumping on in. Let me expand my chat. Just let me know. Yes and yes. Thank you guys so much. If you don't know who I am your girl, Sassy. Welcome to Sassy Tuesday. And welcome to Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter. I am delighted to have you guys here with me on today. Oh, who do we have in the chat? We have Annette, we have Jean, we have Brenda, we have Diane. Hi, girl. Haven't seen you in a moment. I did see your Rita, though. Zandra, we have Donna in the house. Miss Ann is in the house. She Fire is in the house. Hey! It's so nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. And Dainty Diva, hey. And guys, thank you so much for stopping on by. Oh, and of course, I have Benson is in the house. He is here to let you guys can see him. You know what he wants, but not right now, Ben Ben. Not right now, baby. Yeah, go away. So, guys, I hope you had a wonderful Tu- Tuesday, and a wonderful weekend. We had a pretty busy weekend. So we're gonna have a pretty busy week as well. Tomorrow is tax day. Ugh, I am not looking forward to it. Y'all pray for a girl. Pray for a girl. I hate tax day. I hate tax day. Yes, thank you, Donna, for posting. She fires. Um, she Fire is one of the women that inspired me to be more mindful when we're out in public settings, to be, mindful around our surroundings. She does self-defense classes, and she does I was going to say weapons training, but that's not concealed carry training and stuff like that. And she's a beast in the range. And she's one of the women that I look up to. I found a lot of people on YouTube that just because we have curves, that don't mean we have to show them all off. And she's one of the women that I look up to, and what my husband also looks up to training and keeping us women safe. So thank you so much for coming and watching the chat today. We are a quilting channel, honey. I don't know if you're into quilting, but thank you so much for coming by and supporting your girl. Um, yeah, she is amazing. Your temperature quilt border is so pretty. Thank you, Ann. It's getting there. It's getting there. I'm looking forward to it. But honey, this week I'll be doing impromptu lives because this lion has to get done. Okay, it has to get done. Yes, and yes, I do adore her. I just when we were away at QuiltCon, we was this lady. We just couldn't believe how women we're just so unconscious about the things that we do. I had to explain to a lady, ma'am, your purse is wide open and it's behind you on a chair. Anybody can just come and get you. I had to let her know that, and I felt that boldness. I was able to share that in that boldness because of the things that I learned from She Fire. Yes, a lion closeout. Yes, honey, I'm trying to get this lion done. I am in row F. So in row G and H, I have to be really mindful because there's a lot of color changes that I'm doing in the rock that the lion is sitting on. My lion name is Lincoln. So that Lincoln is sitting on. So I'll have to pay close attention to those two rows. So I probably won't be showing those on a live, but I felt as if row F was simple enough for us to get through together, and I can sit and chit chat and you guys get to know a little bit more about me than you already do. Okay. Sorry, I'm late. No, you're not late. You're not late, Dave. Don't worry about it. Hey, Thank you so much for coming on in. As you already know, we are working on Lucky in Love. Lucky in Love is a pattern by Sarah Thomas, or if you follow her on Instagram, it's Sariditty. And it is this beautiful shamrock wall hanging quilt. It's foundation paper piecing. I found it very easy so far. Now, if you got the pattern, you might be just a little bit confused. This pattern is add on to another pattern. So if you wanted to make the big quilt, it consists of I think about 5 or 6 different type heart shapes. And I chose Lucky in Love because I just wanted some simple wall hanging for, of course, St. Patrick's Day. Now, I have my 3 hearts done. Remember, I gave myself homework as of last week. I do have my 3 hearts done, and I do have them on the paper still on the back. So tonight, what we'll be working on is the stem, and then we'll be working on doing some cutting of the 3 hearts. Now, as you can see, I made a quilter's design change. Wink, wink, wink. Yes, these two got imposed on this one. So I was like, you know what? They don't all have to be the same. So I'm giving you permission for whatever pattern you want. If you make a boo boo, you can rock with it. I mean, it's your design choice. This is something that you wanted to do. Now, if I wanted to be petty, because you guys know I am when it comes to quilting on certain things, I could have taken it out and redone it, but I'm not doing that. So, and it's an odd number. If it was an even number, I would have. But because it's an odd number, it is so a design choice, okay? So I'm not going to worry about it. So let's get to working on this stem, and it consists of 2 pieces that we will have to complete. We have the stem piece, and then we have um, the background piece. So let's go ahead and get started on it. Let's see what's just arrived home and lurking now, ladies. No problem, Donna. I'm so glad you made it back home safely over there in Florida, over at Disney. I'm so glad you all made it home. So please get you some rest as Day is suggesting. Hey, Teresa. How is everyone? Everyone over here is doing good. As you can hear, I sound much, much better. But all of a sudden, mother-in-law comes yesterday, and what is she doing? She's coughing. And I'm like, okay, this should have been a lesson learned. When you see somebody is sick, you don't continue to come over until they wave the all clear sign. Because as a woman up in age, that's the last thing you need is to get sick, especially in this day and age, especially when there's multiple respiratory issues going around. So she failed to do that, and so now she's hacking. And all of a sudden, I was doing so much better, and now I'm feeling a little bit sinusy again, but I'm not claiming that I have anything. I just I'm hoping that it's not like making its way back around, because if it is, I'm kicking everybody out. Everybody got to go this time because I am tired of being sick. Okay, I am tired of being sick. So let's just hope and pray that they do not get me sick. Anne is asking, is your quilt still at Halo Inspirations? Yes, it is. It'll be there for a couple of months hanging. So if you're over in the Virginia area, please go and check out my Monkey Bars quilt. It is absolutely beautiful. Posted a picture up over on um her Creative Kingdoms Facebook page, and when I saw it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, that is something that I actually did, and it's hanging in somebody's quilt shop." So that also gave me the confidence to also want to, who knows, next year, enter a quilt or two in more than, just our local quilt shows. Hi, Roxanne. Thank you so much for coming. So, yes, she said, I'll check it out tomorrow. Saw the pic. Oh, awesome. You got to take a picture with it, honey. Okay, you guys know what Benson wants. Y'all, 2 o'clock in the morning. Benson has been on it, doggone it. Okay, he is waking us up in the middle of the night, and I'm not sure what is going on with this dog, but he better get some act right, because I don't think my husband is going to tolerate it too much longer. And not that he's going to do anything with him. He probably put him out of our bedroom, which he needs to anyway. But then he's gonna cry on the outside, and he'll wake up the whole entire house. So I'm like, Benson, you have to get it together. So hopefully tonight we won't have that problem with him, and we all will get some peace. We all will get some peace. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is auditioning some fabric, because I'm gonna have to cut it. And when I tell you that I got enough fabric, I mean I got enough fabric. So what I'm doing right now is just auditioning this piece so I can make sure I have it big enough. Owie, this pin just stuck me. I just want to make sure that I have enough for what I'm working on. Okay, so that's there. And where are my scissors? Actually, we're going to just cut it. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. So, what are you guys working on tonight? If you're not working on Lucky in Love, what are you working on? I want to cut it right here. Or what had you worked on today? We have been so busy. My husband and I, like I said, we got tax day tomorrow. I think after tomorrow, things do get to slow down for us just a little bit. And that's because we are getting to the point, our daughter is close to graduating. Close to graduating from school, and we are just loving where we are right now. Okay, now I am looking for this other piece of fabric. I'm gonna now incorporate some of this dark green, and I want it at the tip. Let me write it on here. Dark green, and then number dark green. Okay. Yeah. So we are just, looking for things that, trying to figure out a lot. We got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. So we're trying to figure that out. Also, I already told you we talked to the guy who was going to be training us on the range, getting us back range ready, because we had been off the range in many years, and we found an instructor who is going to help get us back prepared and get us back up to where we were when we were feeling comfortable enough to conceal carry and all that kind of good stuff. But that's what a lot of our time has been spent on, because we are also trying to get, our home and everything else around us safe. So I implore you guys to also do the same thing to keep yourself safe, especially ladies. If you don't do nothing, carry some pepper spray if you're not going to want to carry anything else, because our lives matter, okay? It doesn't. Our life does not belong to the hands of some young punk who decides that they want what we have for some ungodful reason. So just protect yourself. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Protect yourselves. Yeah. So fabric 1 and 2 are in place. Well, they were in place. I know y'all saw this piece of fabric wrong. And I made sure fabric 1 was together, but I did not. I saw fabric 2 and placed it the wrong way. This how my yesterday was going, and I decided to quit foundation paper piecing because for some reason it was just not getting together the way that I wanted. So I stopped working on it when I was off camera by myself because I kept putting my pieces wrong. One, it was because I was also watching a good movie. Oh my goodness, it was so good. I love to watch old shows, and if I can get into one, oh my goodness, it will have my full attention. I know you guys are probably like, girl, me too. Yes, well, I can get into a show and the characters got me enthralled. Honey, I don't need to mix it with sewing. I don't need to mix it with sewing. I need to get somewhere and sit down. But yes, I definitely had a oh, what was the name of the movie? It was it really wasn't a movie. It was a yeah, Dark Black Adam. It was really good. I I don't know. I couldn't get into it at first, but then I was like, oh, okay. It didn't make sense, but mm, that's the movie I started with, and I was like, okay, I can't get into that one because it was like, but then I turned on Woman King. Guys, if you haven't had the pleasure of watching Woman King, let me tell you. Let me tell you, Woman King is awesome. I always encourage some form of personal protection, whatever you're comfortable with, and build from there. Absolutely. I'm coming back next week. I think she was visiting, and she fire says I'm in Florida, so lots of visitors for spring break. Yes. And Day is asking what part of Florida. And Annette says, I love Woman King. Wasn't that amazing? Oh my gosh. And in fact, I had to, like rewatch it because I was like, oh my goodness, I needed to make sure I was understanding, certain things. And I mean, oh, that movie was so good. So, so good. Yes, Day here was born in Key West, so she has a lot of friends and family all over Florida. So that is so cool. I got Florida people in the house. Okay, Iron. Yeah, I know how irons do. It takes a moment to warm up. Yes, I love old classic movies. Yes, when I can get into them, I am like, don't judge. I love Gunsmoke. Okay, Festus is my man. I love me some Festus, and I love other classics and stuff like that too. But if I can get into a good Western, oh my gosh. Well, anyway, Gunsmoke, any episode with Festus in it, I am going to be glued to the TV. So, and I think me and my husband was going back down like memory lane and stuff like that for movies and shows that we grew up on, and just so happened we were, watching those. Babe, I'm not going to get your thing right now. You go talk to your sister. Go talk to your sister. Go on. Yeah, go. Y'all know what he wants. And y'all know you probably asking him, why didn't you give it to him before you went live? Because it wasn't time. The time change doesn't help us at all when it comes to him. It helps us none whatsoever, because he would he know how to tell time. He knows how to tell time. Okay, I think I want to put a little bit of this light color green right next to it. Okay, 3 is right here. Let's add this right here. So yep, we're just building up this stem. And my goal tonight for tonight's live is we're going to work on this stem, and then we're going to cut the pieces, because you have to cut off on 45-degree angles off of the hearts. So, and then sew those triangle pieces to the side. So that's my okay, making sure I was doing it right. Goal for tonight. And then next week, we will be assembling this baby. Was hoping that we can get quite far today. So that's the goal. That is the goal. She first, I've never seen Gunsmoke, but I enjoy westerns, Clint Eastwood movies. Yes, I can never have a YouTube channel. I can't talk, and so I'll mess up. Child, I don't even know how I do it half of the time. I'll be like, ugh. That's why I get quiet, because I'm like, okay, before I screw something else up, before I screw something else up. But then I hear Donna always talking about her husband is in the background saying, "You got dead air, you got dead air," and I'm like, "Well, I can't help it. I can't help it. I need to concentrate." So, but okay, let's see. Here is number 4. And one thing I do is I do already do a lot of the pre-folding on the lines, and that way it does help me stay, know exactly where these pieces are going to fall. So I do that a little bit. So I'm just following the pre-folds. Okay, and number 4, I think this is where I'm going to add a little bit lighter color. Do I want this light color, or no, I don't want that light color. I want this lighter color, because what is 4 and then 5 is dark. Yep, nope, we're just going to keep it with these the darker greens. We're going to keep it with the darker greens. Okay, let's just fold this like that. But yeah, so I did post for my sewing machine out on several platforms on Facebook. I am posting it. I have to learn more about posting things on eBay. Though I have bought things off of eBay, in fact, I have bought sewing machines off of eBay before. I'm not familiar with their platform on how to sell things on there, so I have it there. And I'm also have it on like in our guild and everything like that. So if you want to help get the word out or anything like that, I can send you the information. Like if you have a guild or something like that, and you know someone who's interested in a Bernina 570, please, you can reach out to me on Instagram, and I can send you that information, and you guys can help me sell this baby. You can help me sell it so I can get my other machine that I am looking at, which is the Juki DDL 9000. You guys already know, I already mentioned the one that I truly wanted was the Juki J150. However, that has been discontinued. So I pulled my withers about myself after I got off the floor crying. Oh my God, why? After all of that. And I just had got myself together, and I was like, okay, this is this is good. It's gonna be okay. This is going to be okay. And I encourage each and every one of you not to settle for things that you truly want, and especially if you already had this conversation with yourself, your spouse. Of course, you prayed over it. If you had these conversations already and you were 1,000% sure that this was the direction you were supposed to go, and you let someone else in your ear and talk you into something that you it sounded good. It sounded good. It really did. This top baby sound real good. And there's nothing wrong with this machine whatsoever. It's just not the one that my heart truly desired. That's the only thing. That is the only thing. There's nothing wrong with my machine. I don't play games about my money, and I sure enough don't want to play games with nobody else's money. If I'm going to give you my word that there is nothing wrong with this machine is serviced annually. You will get that record and all that kind of stuff. I promise, there's nothing wrong with this machine. And you guys have seen me sew on it since I've had it. So, yeah, no, this it's just wasn't the my heart's choice. And I encourage you not to either be quick to jump on a bandwagon, or not follow your heart. And I I stepped out of line and I did that. That's what I did. And I regret buying it. So that's where I am with this machine. So I'm just trying to right that wrong. That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do. Okay, so let me make sure that I have enough to cover piece number 5, and I do. And so when I do, I am going to be super duper excited to welcome in this straight stitch machine. And don't worry, I still have my 350. That one ain't going nowhere, honey. My 350, I absolutely love that machine. Love that machine. That one's not going anywhere. Contact guilds near you, and they will send emails out with your info about your machine. Thank you for that, and I do. I need to do that. Hey, Judy, Festus can sing. He has a beautiful voice. Yes. But I like watching him because there are times he came back as other characters on Gunsmoke, and he didn't have his his the accent that he is known to have as Festus, and it's just really funny seeing him not have that accent, and learning more about the characters, the people behind the characters and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. We got Judy. Hey, hey. I hope you're doing good today, Judy. Okay, we are on piece number 6, and this piece only goes up to number 7, so we are doing really, really good on time. But yeah, so that's what I've been busy with that, and guys, we had to let's talk about my babies for a hot second. We had to go out and do a deep clean on Saturday with the chickens and with my rabbits. Guys, my rabbits are getting so they're so big, right? And it's so funny because this one, she's learning that her Ocean. I'm speaking of Ocean. Oakland does it sometimes, but not all the time. She's learning that to play hide and seek. And it's so funny because she like when I come in and I'm like, uh-oh, mama's got food. Mama's got food. And next thing you know, you'll hear pew. She'll come running up from out that tunnel and she's like, okay, where is it? Where is it? And then she'll let me touch her and rub her. She's not the rabbit to be picked up. She doesn't want to be picked up. You can love on her all you want, but you won't be touching her too long, and that's it. She'll let you, get a couple of strokes in one with one hand. Oakland will let you do two with one hand, and she's like, okay, that's enough. But she is so funny. She has learned to make sure the tunnel, think of a tube and it has an opening on both ends. She will move that one end of the tunnel so it'll cover the food and the water dish so she won't have to come out the tunnel. You'll see her moving the tunnel just so she won't have to come out. I'm like, So I'll purposely take it and move it over to the side, all the way on the other side. And she'll look at me like, now, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why are you being so mean to me? And then her and Oakland, they'll work together just to get the tunnel moved all the way back on the other side. And they will both have it situated where they will come in and out of the tunnel. One end is the food, and then the other end is where they can see me when I'm walking past. They are a hoot. They are a hoot. And yes, they're still messy, very messy. If I wish I would have known more about them. Christine, hey, welcome. Can I ask what kind of light you have over your machine? That is the Daylight Slim something. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is the Daylight. I know it's bad Daylight, and it's the Slim something. I can find out for you though. I'm not affiliated with them or anything like that. So you can go to daylight.com, and that's who it's by. What are those scissors? Because I have a band-aid on. Have you guys ever had a piece of like it's not the cuticle, it's like the skin right up under your cuticle can get really sensitive and it'll start to peel, right? And so mine started peeling right up under the cuticle. So every time I bump it, it hurts. So I cover it with a band-aid to give it time to, heal some because I keep bumping it and it's not feeling so great. It's not feeling so great. But my band-aid, even though it's a fresh band-aid, it's starting to get raggedy. Maybe because I've been out with the chickens and stuff. And had to come in and, with chickens, you need to wash your hands thoroughly anytime you come in and outside from being with them. And I have told you about my girls. They are doing so good. Today I sat out there with them for a little bit and I enjoyed my time with them. I don't think they're getting any bigger than what they were, what they are. I mean, they're just who they are. They're just going to be some of my girls are really, really chunky. I have like one, two, like QP, Mary, Mocha, Jade is not, Misha is not. I have 3 out of my 9. Yeah, 3 out of my 9 hens they're big girls. And if Leo would have been a girl, he would have been a big girl too. And that's why, I mean, when we when we first got him, the very first day, we were like, dang, no, that's a big girl. Kind of find out he was a big boy. He was a bloody rooster. But they're big girls. But Leo can mount them with no problem, except for some reason Mary, Mocha. Mary and Mocha are two of the four now that have a bare bottom because of him. So we have to. I did order some little saddle dresses for them to wear. Now, you know I'm a city girl gone country. Therefore, I'm gonna have to catch these. I'm gonna have to catch these babies. Have to catch them, and then I'm going to have to put these dang on dresses on these hens. So that's going to be a site for some comedy relief. So you definitely know I'm going to be doing some shorts on those because my husband has already told me I'm not catching no chickens. I'm not thinking about them these chickens. That's not my thing. So I am gonna have to have my friend come over and we will be working with catching these chickens and getting them with these dresses on. But it's funny. He's like, I'm not catching no chickens. Now I know Christine had asked, hey Joy T. Melissa said she'll drive up and help me. All right, girl, come on. Yes, these little chickens. I'm like these little dresses. I'm hoping to help their feathers grow back because I do know that when they're growing their feathers back, it can be very sensitive. It can be painful to them. So I want to, not cause them any pain, and I sure enough don't want, Leo to continue to cause them pain. And I did say that I am looking into, rehoming him, but he is such a sweet guy. He's so sweet. And I don't want him to turn out to be mean because, one, we didn't love him enough to keep him. And he doesn't understand that what he's doing is, hurting my girls. Because he's doing what he's designed to do. Okay, we have a stem. I don't know if you can see it. And then this one piece right here is all one piece of fabric. So that's going to be easy to put this together, this one piece together. I think what I'm going to do is pull out my trusty glue stick here. This is a repositional glue stick. And I am going to glue this piece so that I won't have to worry about it shifting. So let me just go here so I can save as much as this fabric. Okay. Oh, baby, you'll be all right. You're doing good, Benson. I promise you. You are doing amazing. Yeah, you're doing amazing. I took some notes on the back of this piece of paper. Hold on. You guys ever write something and you like, where the heck was I talking about? I was talking about chicken, the flats. It's notes that I have on the back of this piece of paper. So I probably was calling in our order at the butcher. Okay, now though I do have the glue on it, I'm just going to pin it just a little bit. Now, if you happen to get this pattern, you're going to be like, oh, wait a minute, what now? Wait a minute, what is this? What is she talking about? Because I had to do the same thing. Her instructions are so detailed. She's also talking about piecing these with the other hearts. So you have to be real, real careful that you don't get yourself mixed up with that. So let me take this pin out. I can take it out. I'll be with you guys in the chat in just a moment. I just want to cut these pieces, and then we're gonna cut the. Don't he sound pathetic? Can y'all hear him? He sounds so hurt. He'll be all right. I promise you, he'll be all right. And the crazy part about it is he knows that it's more than one person in his house where he can get them from, but he don't want to go get them from his sister. He want me to get up and go get them for him. No, that's not gonna happen. Okay, now I need to sew these two pieces together. And the good thing about it is it tells you on the piece where to sew these. It says join with lotus piece 8 and join with lotus piece 1 through 7. It says it right in the seam, and only thing I have to do is flip it over and I can sew this piece together. So that's what I'm about to do. I have to, of course, line up your corners, put a pin through it. Good night. She said, I was listening while working. Thanks for your live. They kept me company. See you again soon, Stephanie. Have a good night, all. Thank you so much for coming, honey. And I will definitely catch you on your channel. So, guys, thank you. Let's say good night to She Fires. And said, Melissa, I'm at work. LOL. Hey, Brandy. I know, and I thank you guys for listening to me while you at work, because you can listen to anybody, and you guys are choosing to listen to me. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. So, you guys remember when a couple weeks ago I made this grand announcement and all that kind of stuff because I thought I was really only 30 away from 1,000. I am, I think, now at 112 away. And I don't know what YouTube was on that day, and because I talked to other creators and they said their numbers had like a crazy jump and all that kind of stuff as well. So I don't know what happened on that day, but it really, messed up my nerves. It really messed up my nerves because I was like, nah, I couldn't be. And I was like, dang, that was a quick jump. And then to find out it really wasn't a jump at all. But we are gaining and we are getting so close. And I guess 112 is close to me. We're getting so close to being able to give away that Aliso iron. I am looking forward to it. Now that will be my last actual physical giveaway of a product. For quite some time. I might do like scrap bag giveaways and stuff like that, which I am still thinking about doing because I still have quite a bit of scrap fabric that I would love to bless people with. But yeah, so that is one of the things I have been working on is getting the, other companies. Halo Inspirations will always be on my list of a gift certificate. I love Angel. I love her shop. I love all that she does. I love Angel. So a gift certificate to her will always be a given. I want to do like fat quarter shops. I want to know like name some of your favorite, like if you were gifted a gift certificate, where would you like those gift certificates to come from? Would you like to explore small shops, or would you rather have a big shop? Would you rather have a shop that's local to you? Give me some ideas of places you would like these gift certificates to come from. So when I do have them, I might be able to do a pick and choose, you know what I mean? Which one you would like to have. Maybe I will have like more than one readily available and I'll be able to say, okay, I have one from this shop. You can, choose from it. So I just want to know what your thoughts are. She's a great gal, yes, and Angel is amazing. I love her. And support small business. See, yes. One moment, guys. Cam, can you give him a treat, please? Thank you. Now go get your treat, dog. See, he left me like a bad habit. Um, support small business. See, I thank you guys. I love that idea of supporting small businesses because believe it or not, they are, when you have one, especially with great customer service. Now, and I'm not just only saying it's about Angel because she's my friend. I'm saying it because before Angel and I became friends, I got her customer service. Okay. So I witnessed her customer service, and it wasn't what I have never heard of a quilt shop that hand delivered. I was on vacation and she hand delivered my items to me. No. Angel will always be on my list. Love her to pieces. Okay, guys, this is the piece for the stem. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is determine what size these hearts are supposed to be. The instructions say they're supposed to have been about like 9.5. Mine was not 9.5. All of mine consistently came out to 9. So I had to adjust how I'm going to do this. I'm going to be using my air and water. I have a Mark Be Gone pen with a disappearing ink on one side. We need to find the center on all 4 sides. So I said mine was at 9, so 4.5. And it should be at the seam. It should be at the seam. And it is. It is. That one way it is, but I need to find it going both directions. So, and I'm showing you, hold on one second. I'm about to show you in just one second what I'm doing. So here is 4.5. Here is 4.5, making sure. Yeah, he only gets that one, please. Only that one. Okay. Wait, you gave him a whole bone? Oh, okay. Okay. No, he has more. He's just not getting more. Whew. I thought she messed up. Okay. So this is a heart. From the center, my center seam here to the edge is 4.5. From this seam here, it's 4.5. And I also had to find the 4.5 going on this edge and this edge. Why is that important? Because we're going to have to line up on a 45 according to this ruler, and we'll be trimming off this section right here on both sides of this heart, here and here. This is one of those things that you're just going to have to trust the process. Okay. This pattern was 17 pages long, and if you got to print it, I didn't print all 17 pages. I just printed the important pages. The important pages that meant the most to me. So that means you need to make sure you read through this pattern and pick out those pages that will work for you. So what I'm gonna do here is, let's see, you guys really can't see it. Let me see something. Hold on one second. I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna do it. So because I want you guys to see it. What I'm working on. The camera is about to move. There. I'm hoping you can see a little bit better. Okay, you can see a little bit better. I am laying out this heart. I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see it. You can see it on the camera. And I need to, according to the instructions, my 45-degree mark on my ruler, I need to put on this bottom edge of my heart. And at the same time, on this side edge over here, I need to line that up with the 4.5. Hold on. 4.5. For some reason, hold on, let me think about this. Because that 4.5 don't look right. I put the tip here, there. But this 4.5. Hold on, let me reread this because I think it's not I'm putting it on the, using a quilter's ruler with define 45. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just going to the points. I was like, wait a minute, that don't look right. Okay, I'm just taking my ruler, laying it on here, making sure that this bottom edge is on a 45-degree angle. The tip of my ruler is on the center, the 4.5 at the bottom here. And that angle that I'm creating, the other edge is at that point is on, as that ruler is going up on that incline, I'm matching that ruler up to that other point. So this ruler is on a point and this edge of my ruler is on a point, and right there I am going to cut. Now, there. I didn't want to cut. Now we're going to do something weird. Do not throw this piece away. Do not throw that piece away because you're going to use it. Now we're going to do it again. Put this. A minute. How am I going to do this? Where is this 45-degree angle here? Match it up to that point. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like. Just one second. So you're cutting it out just like that. Okay, and then, which is weird because we're to take It says, hold on, let me see. Quilt shops are dying out because of online. So true. So we will be definitely supporting small business. So give me some names of some small shops that you guys would like to see this channel support. Hey, Janice. Okay, so we cut these two pieces off, right? So they're telling us, hey, hang on to those with both triangle shapes pressed open. Hmm. But I don't see why we will want to use these pieces. Refer the image. Hold on, I had to read this, y'all. I suggest removing it. Okay, at this point in time, she's telling us to remove the triangle paper. We'll do that. With both triangle shapes, trim off the dog ears. Yeah. Wait a minute. With a triangle's diagonal edge, RSTs with a pin and clip in place. Stitch, press well. Refer to image C. Okay. What we're gonna do is, I just don't see how putting this on these side pieces. I just don't see that because they're already. Take the two trimmed off triangle corners from each block and rotate so the right angle is pointing outward, left, and right. That's what she wants us to do. It just don't look right. It just don't look right, y'all. Because what we're to do is cut those triangles off of here. This is the triangle off of here, and then sew it to the side piece right here. What's getting me is that these have, little seams through them, and they're not matching up with none of these seams on the side. But I am going to trust the process. Trust the process. You just center it on here and then sew. I know this is tearing my nerves slam up because it just don't look like this is what they should be. But we're gonna do it, okay? We're just gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're trusting the process. She said, "Are you supposed to turn it?" No, you're supposed to. It says the instructions say this is how the instructions have it going like this. Weird to me. Weird to me. But that's okay. That is okay. We're gonna get through this. We're going to get through this, okay? So let's go ahead and sew these pieces onto the side. What I'm going to do is just take them, and maybe this is something that I just don't have to. That's the freedom of this block. I don't know. Because I would have just used regular fabric. I just would have used regular fabric. But hey. So this is the point where we will be taking these off. At least we got this stem done, and we will have one of these hearts done for homework. I will do the other two hearts, and we will be assembling this bad baby come next week, and voila, we will have our wall hanging all complete. So yeah, so this is what they say it's supposed to look like. It don't, actually, it really don't look so bad. It don't look horrible. It don't look horrible. So once I press this open, and this is the point she's suggesting taking out the paper. So I would definitely be doing that off camera. So what I'm going to do now is press these open. Did you guys give me some names of some shops other than Angel Shop? Give me some ones local to you guys. And I can see where small shops, like we have a Quilt Lizzie here. One of our quilt, in fact, because due to inflation, several of our quilt shops in my area closed down. Two of them to be exact. We have one that's not too far away from me. Her name is Lori. She has Cotton Cuts. She's a small business, but I don't think she have online where you can order gift cards and stuff like that, but you have to go to her shop. But the thing is, I could do just, if not like to a shop itself, I can do the Visa gift cards. And well, no, because that means I have to mail them. I'm thinking. You guys help me think this out loud. This is what I do all day, just out loud and thinking. So you guys are going to be a part of this, okay? Okay. So the next thing I have to do now is to trim off, like to make this even all the way across, which is easy to do. So she says trim off the dog ears off these triangles, and that's what I'm doing. Just taking it and making it even all the way across. I think that's even. Yep, even. And then I'm gonna do it here again. Right here, making that even. And then making this side even as well. Guys, this is different. This is different, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. So I'm glad I'm taking you guys on this journey with me to make this happen. So this is our odd shaped heart, but that's okay because we're going to sew some bigger triangles to this side, and then the other hearts are going to be here and here. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Halo is the only shop we have in Williamsburg, Virginia. Yes, yes. What about a small business on Etsy? That's good. And I do have a couple of friends that sell on Etsy. Night, night, Ann. And guys, I'm sorry, I was very thirsty. You had to hear me drink. So guys, yes, that is it for today. It's as far as I'm going to get because I have to take out all of this paper and I don't want to do it on a live. Jean says, so am I, because read the directions 3 times and said, just wait for Sassy, LOL. I know, because I'm like, do I have to call my sis and like, girl, help me get through this mess. So it did look crazy. Good. I'm glad it didn't only look crazy to me. It did look crazy, but now seeing it, it doesn't look like too bad. I probably, if I ever did this again, these corner pieces will probably be regular fabric. Only because this piece is going to be a piece of plain fabric. So it didn't make sense to have these wing pieces not be. I don't know, but we'll see how it all turns out in the end, won't we? Won't we? Have a great night, everyone. Remember to hit the thumbs up button and ring the bell so you'll be notified when Stephanie Harris goes live. Thank you so much, Dave, for the reminder. Guys, please do so. And if you get a moment, if you're, in the night or during the day when you're gone, please play the videos. There's a playlist of videos. Just play them in the background so we can make sure that I can get my watch hours up, and also helps get us to the point of you know the algorithm and all that kind of stuff, so we can get our channel out there to people, and more people can come and watch us and join us on our lives on Tuesdays. So, guys, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I had a great time on tonight, and especially working with this heart. I think it's gonna come out beautifully. This is one of the corner ones. This one right here will be the one that's in the center once we cut it out. So it'll start looking like a shamrock in a little bit, okay? So, guys, have a great, great evening. Hey, girl, says guess who, Nancy? And we're leaving, Nancy. So you got to watch the replay, hon. So, guys, until the next time, you see me actually tomorrow. I don't know what time tomorrow. It might be early afternoon that I'll be going live to get. So we'll be working on the legit lion. So before Benson get too loud, guys, have an amazing rest of your night. Talk to you later. Bye. Nancy, we do have that on you. We could definitely be praying for your sister.